All right, we're going to start here in Richmond. As you can see, we're going to start over here where they have one of those mail center areas with the pools. This is right smack dab in the middle of Richmond on the western side. There's one road that leads in with a gate shack, and this is at the end of that road straight in, and this is where they are building that first group of houses here. So you can see some of them actually have the roofs on them already. 4th of July, people are out here working. Nobody ever sleeps in the villages. Everybody just works. So this area, this road actually goes out to Megison. Megison runs straight from Brownwood all the way down to over Warm Springs into Hawkins and St. Catherine. Megason's actually going to run up by 470 or Central Parkway. If you didn't see the video on Middleton in that area, that's where 470 crosses the interstate. And then in the background you can see those houses. We'll take a look at those pretty soon as well. And you can kind of see the process that they do with these houses. They lay the foundation, then they throw the walls up, then they start the roof, then they put the roof on, and then they start everything inside. Now this is that second area that they've been working on back here in that western, like far end, I guess I would call it. These houses are not as far along as the other ones. This is kind of weird because it's like a little finger that goes out toward Wildwood. You can kind of see there in the background the I believe it's like a Comfort Inn or one of those signs for the hotel. And then in the background in the top left you can see DeLuna. That is the new DeLuna portion that they're building across the road as well. Just did a video on that a couple days ago. Pretty cool. These are all those pre-built wall homes that they are putting up over here. None of these are cement block. So they flip those walls up and then they throw the roof on. You can see that they actually have supports holding those walls up. And then you can see this is looking to the east out toward Megison. You see Lake Okahumpka, and we're gonna turn toward where Brownwood Square is. This area is close to Brownwood Square, but if you're in that little finger that kind of comes out there, it's going to take you a little longer to get there just because you got to drive through all of Richmond to get out to Megison and then shoot north. But you can see how close it is to Brownwood. There's also an ER in between. That is the intersection of Highway 44 and Megison right there. Buena Vista is going to be to the east of this intersection on Highway 44. They're actually building a road for that currently. And that road is being done by the county, I believe. Sumter County. So that's going to take, I mean, who knows how long it's going to take the county, but that is not a project that's being taken on by the developer at all. And that road is actually going to run right out to this here traffic circle. And now we're looking south. Now this is toward the turnpike, and this is where the Water Lily Bridge is down here. St. John's is up top to the left. We're looking south over. This is the other like the rec area, rec center. You see pickleball and I believe tennis courts. Probably not basketball courts. Shuffleboard, bocce ball. I'm sure they'll have cornhole. I think they call it like bag toss or something. because they don't use the same term, but all that you see here, you see the pavilion and where the mail center will be, and then a little bigger pool than the other one, not much. It's starting to fill up with all the rain that we've had recently. Rains every summer, every afternoon. This is where the hotel was, not the hotel, the apartments were going to be, right here where this little circle is. I believe they're just going to use that for a walking path. I mean, I don't know what else they're going to put there, but it looks like they're just going to use it as a walking path. And then this is Magnuson here with the gate into Richmond. There's one more entrance south of this, right across from St. John's, where the Okahumpka Rec Center is, right off of Magnuson. But these two exits will be the only ones into Richmond, possibly on the other side. There is one other road that leads to the south end of Richmond, but I believe that is for the Fortress of Solitude, and that's what I will show you here shortly. This is going south here. Water Lily Bridge is in the background, and then you have St. John's is in the top left of the screen. I like how they left this marsh here. Probably gonna have a few mosquitoes, but totally worth it. Beautiful area. I'm glad. Well, they're required by law to leave a certain percentage to be that. Now this here is the Fortress of Solitude, which is what I'm gonna call it. And the reason I'm calling it that is because if you've seen any of the videos from before, you will know that they did not sell their property to the villages. So you can see the wall going all around the property, and that is privately owned property in the middle of Richmond, smack dab in the middle of Richmond. And good for them for not selling. They do have an access road that I'll show you later. Now this is the Richmond pitch and putt here. It actually looks like it's pretty close to being done. I have heard and seen a lot of comments about people talking about not building executive courses in the new areas, and they are building some championship courses. They of course just built Sawgrass Grove about a year ago. There's more going in south of the turnpike, but they're on the eastern side. There's not too much that I've seen on the western side. In the new, like the Hammock at Fenny, as well as West Deluna, I have not seen the golf courses going in like they used to. I feel like more of these pitch and putts and putting courses. There's a closer view of the Water Lily Bridge. Now that links the south and north of the turnpike by golf cart, goes into Deluna. And then this is the area, the top right, that we just did a video on a couple days ago. That's West Deluna, I would call it. And we just had a comment on the last video, close to 1,500 mailboxes in that neighborhood. That's a lot of homes, a lot of money. So here is that road. You can see the road that leads out from the Fortress of Solitude. That's what I'm going to refer to that place as from here on out for the rest of my videos of Richmond. And that road goes all the way down and out by 301, where you can go through Wildwood. And I did notice there is a gap in a wall on the south side, so I'm not sure if they're going to close that off fully or what they're planning to do, but there is one gap down there, and maybe they're going to give access on that side as well. But I haven't seen them building a gate shack or anything like that over there. Now you can see right up here in the background, this is Wildwood. The Wildwood exit is right there off the turnpike. It's not very far. It's right on the northwest side of Deluna, and that gives you the entire access with that turnpike, exit there, or you can go down to 470, or you can go all the way up to I-75 in Wildwood. The traffic has been getting crazy on the turnpike and I-75 just because of where it's at and how many people are moving into this area. But now I wanted to give you a wide angle shot so you can see everywhere around Richmond. You have Brownwood and the square, the ER, you have across the road, you have Lake Okahumpka, you have the Okahumpka Rec Center, you also have access to DeLuna, and then you have St. John's and those new areas to the east like Hawkins, St. Catherine, Citrus Grove, when they open up Newell and all those places as well. Beautiful area. We're going to take a look at St. John's next. We're actually going to take a look at the Okahumpka Rec Center next, which they have been doing some construction, actually. Looks like they're putting some stuff out on the backside that I will show you. Looks like they've been painting over here. They had not done anything to the outside in quite some time. I'm going to show you some of the things that they've done here. And they are working on this little area that goes out into Lake Okahumpka. They kind of have it roped off. They were treating the area that was by Lake Okahumpka, the rec center, and they were dredging it out. Now this here is the boardwalk that they're putting in actually. And they just started that this week. And they're putting in the posts, you can see with the crane there. And then they're putting a boardwalk all the way around so you'll be able to walk around the outside edge of the water. And you can see the back here. Now this thing here, I would like to say, is where they're gonna build the water bungalow, where you can stay by yourself overnight if you like, right in the middle of Lake Okahumpka. Just kidding, I made all of that up just now. We're gonna fly on the other side where the rec center is, and you'll be able to see some of the new stuff that they've done here with the painting, and they are doing the construction. I would assume that they've been working on the AC and the duct work inside, getting the walls up and all that stuff. Obviously, I don't think they've just been letting this building sit here, but they are working on the outside again. Like I said, usually they finish these rec centers before they finish the villages that go up around them, so kind of surprising that Sawgrass Grove and Okahumpka Rec Center are taking a little longer than what I think is necessary when you have all these areas going up. Now St. John's is pretty much finished. You can see all the green lawns. We're going to take one loop around this main part of St. John's. There's actually 3 areas. Last time we looked, some of these designer homes weren't started yet, but now you can see several, if almost all of them, are started and under construction. Again, we're going west to east. We're facing the east here. And this area runs along north side of the turnpike, east side of Richmond. It's also north of the turnpike when Magazine runs in between the turnpike and St. John's, if that makes sense. Beautiful nature area here at the bottom of your screen that you can walk by and look into, kind of like Fenney Recreation Center. And that's like smack dab in the middle of St. John's. If you live in St. John's, let me know how the mosquitoes are out there after the sun goes down, because I know that Hawkins and Chitty Chatty and Bradford, at night, they really feel the mosquitoes. And I'd like to know if it's the same way in St. John's. You can see quite a few people have moved into this area already. And it's just south of Lake Okahumpka here, where obviously you got the Okahumpka Rec Center and all that kind of stuff. Hopefully you all were able to see your new properties or properties that you're interested in. If you're looking for something specific, you can always send me an email at papapineapples@gmail.com. I'm always happy to respond. Make sure you like, subscribe, and all that stuff, and I will see you in the next one.